Right, yes, hello, and welcome back to Free Vinyl Discovery. This week, we're looking at a very eccentric album, in my opinion, because we are looking at a compilation of the works by Grace Jones. Now, if you're anything like me, the only thing you'll really know Grace Jones from is from her role in Roger Moore's final James Bond film, A View to a Kill. I did know she had a bit of a musical career, but to be perfectly honest, I thought she was quite scary, so I thought I'm never going to venture into that music. It's going to be a bit wild. Getting a bit of PTSD from Japan there. Let's talk about the album in the physical form. It's a gatefold album once again, so Grace Jones is trying her best to claw me back, but there's some very bizarre looking imagery there. Of course, that's befitting to the public image that Grace Jones had made for herself. She was definitely trying to push boundaries, as you can see by this album cover, which I may get age restricted for showing, but it is in good condition. However, I got a skip. I haven't had a skip on an album for such a long time. I don't even know if I've had one since Fleetwood Mac. I'd have to go back through the back catalogue of FVD up until now to figure it out. But I think this is the first time since then that I've had a skip on the album, but the B-side actually opens with a skip. So what do I think about this and the songs by Grace Jones? Well, it's a compilation, so she was obviously putting her best foot forward. With that being said, it was quite a strong foot that she did put forward, this one right here. She bandaged it up, clearly, so she really did want to make it quite secure for me. I thought it was going to be a really off-putting album. I thought I'd put it on, just get it out of the way. It's time. I need to do this because I've got to finish this. I was wrong. This is actually a really good album to listen to. It opened up really nicely with La Vie en Rose, which is a more instrumental track. Most of these are covers. They might even all be covers, but I haven't done my research fully on this, I must admit. But it opened really nicely. I love the instrumental. It is definitely given the island vibes. Grace Jones grew up in Jamaica, so a lot of her musical influences come from that. And actually, I really liked that Caribbean vibe that I got from the album, and it was a good merge with the 18s pop sensibilities as well. Really pleasant surprise to open up like that. I also really enjoyed the cover of Roxy Music's Love is a Drug. Those of you who remember me from William Schmilliams will remember that I reviewed Roxy Music. I didn't actually rate that album, I don't think, in the top 20 or top 10 songs that we did. So it's quite interesting that I really enjoyed her cover. I would almost go on a limb to say I like it more. I don't know. I need to listen to it again to find out. Maybe it's just because of the surprise that I had listening and actually enjoying this album. But I really did think that that was a really pleasant surprise. There's a lot of really good songs actually on it, and it's another really fun play. The sound is really consistent. I really do appreciate the instrumentation on the album, and as far as the culture that she is trying to show us, I am actually really appreciative of. It's different from what I would normally listen to, so I'm really pleasantly surprised to find that I do enjoy listening to this kind of sound, and maybe this is something that I need to venture a bit more into. Whether or not I'm going to, I'll be honest, is another story, because I definitely do have my niche. I know what I like, and I like it quite strongly, but I feel as though Grace Jones has the means to win me around. Considering that she was in her late 30s at this time, it is quite sensational that she was able to put out such a strong public image. And you look at her today and she still looks great. And I have to respect the fact that despite my reservations listening to this, my opinion has changed. And I do not think that Grace Jones is quite as scary to listen to as she is to look at. I don't know why. Maybe it's because she was the villain in A View to a Kill and I watched that film very young. Maybe that's the bias that's creeping in there. So I see her as the bad guy in A View to a Kill. What do you think of Grace Jones? Let me know in the comments below. And thank you so much for watching, even at this late stage of the game. And I will see you again next week.